Good morning and welcome to SaTAROTday. We are doing it a little bit late today because I had to wait all morning because I wanted to bring on somebody else. As you know, I'm Salann from the Two Pondering Pagans, and this is...
I'm Rook. Good morning.
So today we are bringing you a weekly tarot with the two of us. We're going to be splitting cards, and yeah, so it's going to be fun. Roll that intro.
Roll that intro.
Now you may speak.
I was saying universe joined us precisely as she wanted that.
No, she didn't. She's laughing at you.
She's not.
Saying, what a moron.
She's also telling me to get in the pool later.
We will be doing that. So, as you can tell, obviously, we just decided today, got up and we're doing some other things and cleaning and moving things around, learning a bit, reading. And we decided to delay it and then do the weekly tarot together. I don't know if this will be a permanent thing, but I hope it's fun for everybody, and I would like to make it something we do often. I just can't wait till 9 o'clock every day because you don't get up early on the weekends. That's really what it comes down to. But regardless, I am excited that you're here. We're going to try to keep this short, I think, because even when it's just me doing 3 cards, it's about 15 to 20 minutes, and with 2 of us, I don't want it to get too long, so we're each going to pull 3 cards. And, yeah, so anything you want to say before we start?
Nope. Thanks
All right.
for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Enjoy
Let's see
it.
what the universe has. Oh, can I tell what deck I'm using?
Yes.
I will be using the Light Seers tarot deck today.
Yes.
With some beautiful imagery. And it's by Chris Ann.
Absolutely. And so I will, which I was getting ready to start anyway, but whatever. I will be using the Meraki tarot, which is a second edition Kickstarter tarot. Very beautiful. We'll put up the images so you can kind of see what they are. And if you like them, you'll be able to, find them and purchase them for yourself. So this week we're going to do a general weekly read like we've been doing. So just what energies are coming up in the next week or so that we're going to be dealing with and how to manage through them. So I am going to go ahead and pull the first card from the Meraki tarot. And it is the Sun. So,
nice card.
Very good card to get started on. It definitely represents the first thought that things are going to go pretty well. We're going to have a good run here next week. We're going to be able to look at the things and we're going to have some joy. We're going to have some fun this week. We're going to pay attention to each other and we're going to listen and see lots of things bloom. So that's the Sun for you. Sun can also represent getting towards the end of something and trying to work through that process of looking back and saying, yeah, this is that last step where I can finally sit back and say, wow, look at all this I've done. I'm so excited, so happy. So hopefully we will be seeing a lot of sun, but not a lot of heat, at least not down here in Florida over the next week.
Yes. All right. My first card is the King of Pentacles. And it's beautiful. You guys can see the card that we just put up. But the King of Pentacles this week is telling us, we've mastered managing our money, our possessions, and to keep mindful of that, especially during this holiday season coming up for many of us, that we keep mindful and do not lose control of spending or buying too many frivolous things. We all have what we need at this point, and don't go overboard. Keep that control.
Yeah, I like the King of Pentacles goes along well with the Sun because it's a moment of things are organized and in place. People are looking to you and they're seeing the positive. So that's really cool. The next card from the Meraki is Expansive. So the Meraki Tarot is a standard tarot deck, but it does have a couple of additional cards. It has the Meraki card, the Expansive card, a yes-no card, and a couple of others, which are kind of cool. But the expansive really is talking about the universe or the universal energy. So not only have we just gone from the sun, which is one of the biggest jovial, bright energies that we have here, we've now moved up into expansive. So this is our ability and desires and moves to expand out into bigger things around the world and around the universe, and recognizing that energy coming in. So we've got the sun telling us, it's going to be a good week with lots of energy, very positive. We've got the King of Pentacles saying things are in order, we're in a good place. And now we've got expansive saying it's time to open up your mind a little bit to some bigger and newer things that maybe you wouldn't have looked at before.
Awesome. My second card, I'm sorry, y'all can hear Tina.
She be all right. She's a barky.
My second card that you'll see put up, bing, is the World. We are coming to the end of a cycle, the end of the year, and it's time for us to slow down, take some rest and relaxation in that, and we don't need to be real busy. This is wrapping up the year. It's time to tie up some things and then rest.
And what card was that again? Just I'm trying to keep track in my head.
The World.
The World. Interesting. We're getting pretty much all major arcanas. So this is very much speaking to opposing energy from last week. While last week's energy was very restful and kind of specific, this week's energy is very expansive and huge and out, which makes sense following a new moon too. We're heading towards a more expansive time. Because my third card is the Devil.
Ooh.
Yes, and this is a gorgeous card that goes along with the expansive. It's still a major arcana, and our Devil is like, the first thing that comes to mind is, you're being bound by the chains that are holding you back. So think about that. If we're running through the sun, the great energy, we're running through the King of Pentacles with all of the organization that's supporting what we're doing, and our financial successes are starting to show a little bit. Then we're moving into the expansive, which is looking up above and beyond the things that we know here and trying to learn and do more. And then we're adding in the World, which is things are really culminating, and now we're at the Devil. These are two different decks that have been shuffled, by the way. Is telling you none of this is going to happen if you don't pay attention and break what it is you're holding back. You're the barrier. So all these things are going to work for your energy this week, but you're going to have an issue where you're going to want to either self-sabotage, or maybe you're like, I'm not going out. I'm just going to stay in. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't, whatever those things are going to be. If you do that, you're going to miss out on all of these things we're talking about. So break the chains of the Devil, step out, and actually do what it is you want to do, and do what is making you feel joyous and feeling sun-like and king-like and expanse-like and world-like and devil-like. Ay, Ave Satanos. Okay, third
Third card for me is another major arcana, and it's Death or Rebirth.
Jesus.
Tying back to the World and the completion of a journey of this year. Okay, this really means something to me as of very recently. The crap that just doesn't serve you, or that you're annoyed with, worn out with, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
I'm ignoring the signs, I know.
Don't forget what the World told us, and that is to enjoy the completion of that and rest. Don't go just start up something new right away. Give yourself some time. So that really speaks to me. It's time to let things end, and don't put your energy into things that are draining, that serve you no purpose, or that you don't enjoy. And rest, and don't start something new right away unless you're very, very sure and passionate about it.
So we had the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of discussion, or not, I don't want to say discussion, that's the wrong word for it. There's a lot of movement towards that death of being closing and ending and allowing new things to grow in its place. So I think that's an ongoing theme of this whole year, is allowing things to transform, because when we hold them back, like the Devil would, the Devil may, not as a person, but as a thought process, or a system, or a process, the Devil is holding you back. And if you hold back and you don't allow that death to occur and that transformation to occur, you get stuck in this cycle of the tower, where things just keep changing, and then you get into where you can't think, and then things get crazy again. So like Rook said, listen to the cards. They're telling you something. We have all major arcanas except for one, and that one, two, which is the King of Pentacles, and then the Expansive, because it doesn't actually exist in the other tarot, but I would consider that a major card. And then the one card we do have is the King Court card. Those of you that are of the male persuasion, whether you have chosen to be that or whatever, yeah, that's the energy that's going to be most prevalent this week. So somebody, either you as a male or somebody in your life, if you're not, that is male, is going to be entering into this energy with you, and it's somebody you should A, pay attention to, but B, not give full trust or full everything to. It is a something to keep at a distance. So
they might be trying to take your things. You'll stuff your money.
Yeah. So, and that kind of comes from like the Devil and the Death being the last two cards, right? Those are the two that give us the insight into what it is we're trying to do and trying to push and move on. So, I apologize if there's any crazy video, because I see mine is definitely getting messed up. It's very weird. But regardless, this has been fun. I enjoy doing this way. Hopefully you got something out of that tarot read. And if you have any comments, put them in the comments below. We want to hear what you think. Do you like this setup? Do you want us to do more of this, less of this? Or what have you, you know? And tell us what you think about the cards. Like, what are your interpretations of the cards? They can be quite different. So anyway, that is all for me. And for us over here at the Two Pondering Pagans. So thank you again for joining, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Are you laughing at me or rolling your eyes?